Todo es posible si tú crees. That's Spanish. It means anything is possible if you believe. About 5 years ago, I met a guy on the tennis court. He was from Venezuela, and he just arrived in the country. He didn't know much English. And we started playing tennis. He was a terrific player, and he said that he wants to be a coach. I said, you'd be a great coach, but you need to work on your English, because people need to be able to understand what you're saying. At the time, he was delivering pizza. Him and his wife live together, and they were struggling to create their life here. And at one point, I noticed he had a tattoo on his arm. I said, what does that tattoo say? It's right here. He said, he looked at it, smiled, said, Todo es posible si tú crees. And I said, that means anything is possible if you believe, right? He smiles, he says, yes. We fell out of contact. I didn't see him for a while. Then one day in 2017, about a year and a half later, I was at a tennis tournament and I saw him there. He looked more fit, he looked happier, and we talked. He said, in English, I got a job as a tennis coach here. I said, that's fantastic. He looked at me and Todo es posible si tú crees. He believed it, and it happened. That's the power of belief. When you believe in something, and you marry your mind, body, and spirit in that direction, it comes into fruition. All of the obstacles go away. All of the obstacles that are in our minds, which we think about so much that seem like impenetrable barriers, eventually just get blown through or risen above, and we end up where we wanted to go. Deep desires, the good ones, not the ones based in ego, the ones that are based in your spirit, there's a universal and divine calling to them. There's something there that wants to be created into the world, and it does so through you. So what are some great feats that happen on the power of belief? Well, Martin Luther King said that he had a dream that blacks and whites would live together without segregation. And so it happened. John F. Kennedy said that we choose to put a man on the moon by the end of the decade. Then he died the next year. But sure enough, 6 months before the decade was out, man landed on the moon. So the question is, what do you believe? Or better yet, what do you want? What do you deeply want? Can you believe that it will happen? And when you believe it will happen, can you act on that belief? Then when you act on that belief and it's confirmed that you take a step forward, the belief becomes stronger. And then of course you get tired, you'll contract, you might feel fearful, but you expand further the next day. So you go like this, like this, like this, like this, like this, like this, like a stock market graph. What do you really want? What's that deep desire? It may just be possible, or rather, it is possible, because anything is possible if you believe.